What up, everybody? JP here, and this is going to be my final video of 2012, and I decided to make it my top 5 favorite horror films from the year 2012. Now, the criteria that I'm basing this on is pretty, not very limited. Um, I don't really go out and see a lot of films in the theater, and I usually wait for stuff to hit DVD, and then I usually wait for the price to drop on that, so I haven't seen a whole lot, but the 5 films that I chose, I figured I had, seen enough to make a list of 5. Um, and some of these films, the only rule that I'm going with is that it had to at least be in or it either be in the theater in 2012 or um, hit DVD sometime during 2012. So some of these films were made before 2012, but as long as they hit DVD in the US during the year 2012, they can qualify. So first off, I just want to throw out a few films that I seen that some people were thinking were going to be horror, or the horror sites were posting stuff on them, but not really horror movies. The first one being Chronicle, which is definitely not a horror movie, but it seemed like every horror site was posting news or whatever about this film as it was being made. Definitely kind of a dark film in a way, but overall, it was just a huge surprise to me because I remember seeing the trailers and didn't think it was going to be that great. It's a found footage superhero superpower movie, but it ended up really working. They did something different that a lot of superpower movies don't do. They took it in a kind of a different direction, and I like how the characters evolved and turned into something that I think a lot of people would if they were given a incredible amount of power. And Chronicle was pretty awesome. Not a horror movie though. The second one is The Grey, which could be a little bit more horror, I guess, but still not really a horror movie. I liked the wolf scenes. All the wolf scenes were really good. The wolf attacks, shot really well. Just a really well done movie. I think it was a bit overhyped. You guys know me. I try to stay away from the hype. But I was just kind of interested in that movie, so I kind of looked into it because I didn't really even know what it was about at first, and it was a pretty solid film. And the third one is Prometheus, which is probably the most horror-ish out of the 3 that I mentioned. Um, it was a cool sci-fi movie, and sci-fi kind of can go hand in hand with horror sometimes. I really like the idea, the storyline of the film. It was a breath of fresh air to see something that I haven't seen before. I never seen somebody really tackle the subject matter that this film did, and I just really like the idea of like meeting your maker type thing. It turned out really good. I wish there would have been more creature type things that they was doing. That would have been awesome. But overall, I really enjoyed the film. So I also seen other non-horror stuff that I really liked. I think 21 Jump Street was a great comedy. American Reunion was good for me. And The Dark Knight Rises was pretty solid too. So those are just some other good films that I've seen this year. Let's get into the top 5 horror. Number 5 is The Theater Bazaar. This one was a really, really came out of nowhere to me film. It was a really surprise. I just kind of went in on a blind buy. I seen it at a Walmart. I liked the cover. I think I remembered hearing something about it, or at least mentioned somewhere, but I didn't really know much. I bought it, took it home, watched it, and it was a really cool anthology. The shorts that stick out to me are Mother of Toads. That one was pretty decent. Kind of a weird, story that I just kind of connected with. It was cool. Vision Stains was awesome, which was the one where, had the really good practical effects with the eyeballs and stuff. That one was really good. The rest of them were pretty good, except I wasn't a big fan of the Sweets story, which it was okay, but it was kind of, it was really gross to me. I don't know, it was supposed to be, but it just, I didn't really feel it too much. And then the one that Tom Savini did, I think it was Wet Dreams. That one was disappointing, and that's the story I was most looking forward to. So number 5, Theater Bazaar, pretty awesome. Number 4, Mother's Day. This film was made a while back, but it didn't get released until 2012 on DVD. That's when I seen it, and that one was an awesome movie too. I wasn't expecting too much going into a film that was a remake of a trauma film. This one was really cool. Rebecca De Mornay, I think that was the lead actress mother. Actress. She was really awesome as the mother. Shawn Ashmore was good. A lot of moments that was just uncomfortable and just crazy kills and stuff. Awesome movie. Cool movie that it was a surprise. So going into the top 3. Now these top 3 could really be arranged in any order. I think I'm happy with the way they are, but all 3 of these are very, very solid films. Number 3 is The Loved Ones. I believe it was an Australian film. I think it was made back in like 2009 or something, but I don't think it hit DVD in the U.S. until 2012, and it was great. I really enjoyed it. It was a really cool movie, and the acting was really, really solid by almost everybody around. The main chick, the bad chick, she was just great. The father and her relationship was so bizarre and uncomfortable and creepy, weird. There was some creepy ass moments later on in the film. Just it never really stopped. Once it started going, it was just going, and it was a great movie. The Loved Ones, I've been recommending it to everybody in out in the real world that I see. I'm like, if you want to see a great movie, check out The Loved Ones. So yeah, Loved Ones is number 3. Number 2 is actually Cabin in the Woods. I might have just spoiled my number 1. So, yeah, Cabin in the Woods could have been number 1. It's a solid, very smart movie made by horror fans for horror fans. My uncle had seen it, who is not a big horror fan, and he said that it was one of the worst movies he's seen in like the past 10 years, which is crazy to me because it was one of the best movies I've seen recently. It was just so much fun, and it was just a really smart, clever writing that really was made for horror fans. Just a lot of fun all around. So that was my number 2. My number 1, I probably spoiled it, but it is VHS. It was such a surprise found footage anthology. And what I liked about it, they used clever ways to do the found footage thing, the spy glasses, the nanny cam, the Skype thing. I think that's one of the biggest problems people have with found footage is, sit the camera down and run, get out of there. So I think they tried their best to do stuff with it. Ty West segment was awesome. All the segments were awesome, except for maybe the Friday the 19th or whatever the hell it was. That one was a little bit weak. My phone's ringing. I'm going to ignore that. That one was a little bit weak, but overall it was pretty, it wasn't terrible. It was just not as good as the other stories in the thing. The wraparound was pretty decent, could have been better, but overall it was just a huge surprise, and the first segment was really creepy. It was just so much fun, and it was a very well-made, fun movie. I can't wait for the sequel. That one, now Cabin in the Woods I actually rated higher because I think it's a better written movie and a better maybe made movie, but VHS was just such a it was more of a horror movie. Cabin in the Woods was kind of a horror comedy in a way, and VHS was more of a straight-up horror movie, so I feel more comfortable putting that as my favorite horror movie of the year, and it was a surprise. It was great. So that's basically my top 5. I just thought of my worst horror movie when I was making this video, so I guess I'll just throw that out. I'm pretty sure I'd have to say it was Rosewood Lane. That movie just turned out terrible. I had no fun with that at all. Rosewood Lane was bad. So yeah, that's my top 5, guys. If I didn't include something, it's most likely because I haven't seen it. I really haven't seen a lot. I could have maybe did 6 or 7 horror films if I really tried, but I would have probably reached a little bit. So these are the 5 that I've seen, and the top 3 I actually seen all in the same month during October, which was a really great month. So yeah, final thing, this is my last video of 2012. I just want to say thanks everybody who watches my videos, all the cool friends I made on here. You know, I've only been doing this since I think April, so it hasn't even been a year yet. I'm sitting at like 225 subscribers, 224, something like that, which is just blows my mind. I never thought that people would want to watch my videos or anything as much as the comments that I get and all the just the love and support is awesome. And looking forward to making videos in 2013, and should be a great year. There's a lot of good horror coming out, and I look forward to making more friends and keeping the ones that I have on here. A lot of awesome people. So see you guys in 2013. Everybody have a safe, happy, fun New Year's Eve, New Year's, and you know, be safe for sure. So yeah, guys, peace out. And girls too. I never say girls, but there is girls who watch my videos. So yeah, guys and girls, ladies, gentlemen, everything. So peace out, guys, and girls. Damn it, I did it again. Alright, this video is getting long. Peace out.